Leo, what is up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you have been around with me, I was gonna say us. I like to speak of myself in third person, right? No, I'm joking. I hope you guys are well today. Sending lots of love and blessings always. Leo, we're tapping in to do your weekly tarot reading. Let's look at the energy, highest and best energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, obviously, welcome. Let's see what's going on for you. A big sigh. Lots of back and forth this morning on my end. Not bad. Just busy, working, always, right? Okay, so sensation. I love this energy for you because this is really like our finest feeling point. It's like when we can't really, yes, like we have to assess the practical, what's actually happening in our world, but it's actually Spirit's talking about this more from a point of sensing, feeling into the situation. There's something I feel like you're missing, you know? There is, sorry for my shaky shakes. There is some, the animus is that quintessential female energy, female archetype. Very similar to the Empress in the tarot deck. She, regardless of what gender you are, she governs abundance, nourishment, support, love, you know, feminine energy essentially. And what I'm hearing for you, Leo, and you know, this makes a lot of sense, is that, you know, there is this element of not really tapping into that part of yourself. Maybe you're kind of approaching things incredibly analytical, taking out the heart, the emotion, the feeling. And yeah, I think sometimes that works. Sometimes we need to approach situations and people that way. But then there's well, there we go. There's that ego component, you know? I don't know. Life doesn't always make sense, right? It's not always rational, especially matters of the heart. So there's something about your ego kind of blocking you from really seeing or understanding this situation to its full capacity. The easiest way that we can kind of tune in to what our instincts are saying is really just kind of get out in nature, you know, take a deep breath. It's gorgeous out today where I am. I hope the same for you guys. I live in a colder climate, so having that sun, having that warmth, it really just reinvigorates the energy. Because this is all about what you are manifesting. Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm so shaky. And really, we have to be able to tap into that feminine energy in order to manifest. Because it is what, again, connects us with the things that aren't so linear, right? Like manifestation is not a straight line. We have to work with the energies that are present in front of us. I just split to the Hierophant and Eight of Swords. So what are you blocking from yourself? There's conflict around this. You're blocking something that I feel like is very important to you. You know, if you're a divine masculine, you could be blocking a feminine energy as well. Not really wanting to maybe partner up with someone. Especially if you guys have been through a lot together, there is this element of, you know, like it's more ego-based. It's more about being the one on top is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of things going on in this situation and it makes it really hard to see things clearly. So I understand why you're functioning more out of that ego space. I don't say it in judgment by any means. There's that High Priestess connecting again with that feminine. She is like the guardian of the secrets of, you know, the spirit world. She holds that knowledge. And with that knowledge, that's how we're able to ground into our life. Grounding meaning we're making choices that like we actually want to make, and not just based out of, you know, our ego, what we think is, I don't know, you know, I don't hear it as you making this decision because you think it's right. I hear you making this decision because it puts you with the upper hand. It puts you in a place of having the upper hand over the situation. And like I said, you don't really know. There's not a lot of clarity around this. Page of Pentacles, this could be dependent on your money, your financial situation currently. You're feeling really stressed out. Maybe the stressors of your finances are kind of blocking you from seeing this energy clearly. Doing, you know, putting in the work, the grunt and grind. Page of Pentacles is a very, you know, it's like really working hard to bring in, you know, a penny here, a penny there. It's kind of like a penny pincher mentality is what I'm hearing. So maybe you're feeling like you have to work really, really hard in order to make a buck, you know, which is kind of fair considering the economic climate right now. We are in a period of inflation. But there's a lot of Wands energy for you, Leo. I mean, obviously you are a fire sign. You know, I think that you're kind of seeing whatever this was that you pushed off, that you were hoping that your ego would kind of like take care of. Like, I feel like you were hoping your ego would be right so that you didn't have to deal. But now you do have to deal, and it's frustrating. It's annoying. It's conflicting. I feel like with this judgment, you're also having a lot of clarity around something. Maybe you didn't see it before this way, and so it's forcing you to look at things a little bit differently, but you don't really want to, which is fair, you know. I don't know. I feel like, let me take a sip. Probably too much coffee. I gotta eat something. Yeah, like I feel like, yeah, you just weren't expecting it. You were kind of expecting, like, if you made certain choices, it was just gonna go your way. But realistically, it hasn't worked out that way. If anything, it's become a lot more stressful. It's become a lot more conflicting. And you're the one suffering from this, Leo. Because in this other person's situation, yeah, there's like a lot of, well, obviously it's all grounded in Pentacle energy for them. This could be a boss or a partner, someone you're working with on a career level. There is help. This person is in your corner. Maybe you're not feeling that 100%. Let's clarify this, because with the Ten of Swords, it's like when we get ourselves into the same thing over and over and over again. You know, maybe they're finally, like if you guys do have money ties together, maybe they're finally kind of putting up their boundaries with that Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like, you know, it is wisdom gained after struggle. Having more knowledge, more awareness, but it also, like I was saying, it kind of taps into that energy of repeating old patterns. But with that Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, it feels like this person's willing to work with you. Maybe you didn't see that before. Maybe you're feeling like you have to do this all on your own, or maybe you really didn't even want to interact with them. Maybe that just wasn't something you were interested in. I will say, Leo, like, to the best of your ability, if you switch your perspective around this, I think it's going to ease a lot of your stress and a lot of your burdens. Because all I'm hearing is this is just making it harder for you. Yeah. But you're having a really hard time, for some reason, finding like harmony and balance. I feel like you might not completely see where this other person was willing to work with you or how they were showing up for you. Again, like I said, maybe you didn't like it. Maybe you didn't like what was being offered. So lots of Wands energy for you guys. Everything's coming out of that fire. And, you know, be careful, because sometimes too much fire can burn, you know. So be mindful. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, that's self-protected. So it's like there's this part of you that wants to engage with this person, to have this like happy home, happy life. But then there's this part of you that really enjoys kind of doing it all yourself, being self-protected, not really sharing, not sharing your pentacles, not sharing what you've busted your ass to bring in. But if anything, it feels a little bit like this person you're dealing with might have a little bit more money in the bank, or because, you know, they're exuding this Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, which adds up to 11 of Pentacles, which doesn't exist. But 11 is a master number. It is being able to kind of connect with our own self-empowerment. And to me, that's what you need to be doing. Instead, you're kind of like letting all the BS cloud your judgment, make you frustrated, make you pissed off. That's exactly where this ego comes into play, right? I feel like maybe, like I said, you didn't really like what this person, yeah, full moon, you didn't really like what this person was offering. And so you wanted to do it by yourself. Eight of Cups, full moon in the background, lots of full moon energy. Full moon heightens our emotions and, you know, our intuition, the Lovers. This popped up for Cancer as well. It's almost like that love energy, that synergy is being blocked between you and this other person. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be, obviously, but this can, like I said, it can also be like a business partner, someone you work with, a close friend, family member, etc. The problem is like, I feel like you're not ending the cycle, and this person feels like they're trying to get out of it, especially with that Ten of Swords energy. Let's clarify that. Yeah, they're moving forward. And if you're not conscious enough, Leo, you could get stuck in this energy, you know, in this frustration, because that's kind of where you're at right now. I think it's coming from this place of self-protecting, which I totally get, but it is kind of playing on your happiness. Like, you're not really able to find that element of just being happy, fulfilled, enjoying your life. I feel like this is going to push you to a point where you do kind of have to open up to this person and have conversations and communications. This might be about how you do need your time, your space. You need your own autonomy with that Hermit energy. It's Virgo energy. You know, it's a lot about our health, our wellness, our mental stability. It governs that kind of being able to really practically analyze what works for us and what doesn't, and knowing what that is. And maybe the disconnect, yeah, like it's just finding the ability for you, Leo, to be a little bit more grounded, not operating out of that fire energy so much. You know, I mean, that obviously is where you thrive. But remember that, like I said, fire energy can burn. It burns you out. It burns you out, and then you end up, you know, kind of putting yourself in a position that you don't really want to be in the first place, right? So with that, Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Temperance, I feel like you just got to do the due diligence right now. Like I said, really take some time to ground yourself. I find this happens the best when we get out into nature, you know, breathe the fresh air, journal, self-reflect, meditate, etc. That's going to help you feel a little bit more balanced. Because with this Temperance energy, like the emotions might be all over the place, especially while you're kind of waiting to see how this situation unfolds. So this is, oh, Ghostland. Yeah, I mean, this to me talks about how there isn't really a lot of interaction between you two in this situation. It's magical map shifter. It's kind of like a depleted energy right now. You know, nothing's really happening. That's why Spirit's asking you to really sense into the situation. With that magical map shifter, I feel like it's like you have that power in your hands to change the trajectory. But you do have to become very honest about your ego, about what is out of what decisions you're making more off that's ego based versus what you actually want. Like, I feel like you just got to be honest with yourself and stop fighting, right? Solitude. Like I was talking about, taking that time to just like be with yourself, self-reflect, really get clear about what you want, because I think that you're not right now. No shade, you know, but I feel like it's just coming out of what you think you should want or what you think you should need versus authentically what you actually want and need. So I do hope this helps, Leo. It sounds like there's a lot on your plate right now. I'm so sorry for all that you're navigating through. I'm sending so much love and blessings. Hit me up if you want me to look at your personal situation. I love to support in whatever way possible. Check out other content on the channel. Big thumbs up, drop comments below if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for your energy and time. Lots of love and blessings always.